Okay. Hey, my little friends. Hey! Happy Thursday, huh? Good day to you. Hey, I think we're working.
How are you?
Oh, hey, my babies. What's up? Oh, wow. Punished by God. Back again. What's up, you fuckers? Hey! Oh.
Hey, my little cowards. Hey, my little cowards. Hey, my little cowards. How are you? On Thursday. Yeah. Hey, everybody. Oops, I turned off the chat. Hey, everybody. What's up? Let me turn this down a little bit. It's kind of cool, though. Hey, what's up, my fuckers? How's everybody? Welcome to another Thursday. Is this too loud? It's loud in my headphones. Hey, what's up, fuckers? I'm back. So the stream went down again. And you know what? I have caved in and I am paying for a service to help me stream to 2 different places
At once.
So, here we are. Welcome to Hold Space for My Tribe. This is I don't know, it's just a place where we hang out. What is it? I don't know, what is it? You tell me what Hold Space for My Tribe is, because I don't know what it is. I don't know what to say. Wait, hold on. Look at these skulls. It's fucking sick. Oh, man. She's hot, man. That's a hot astral beam. You know what I mean. Wow. Yeah, you tell me what Hold Space for My Tribe is, because I don't know what it is. I just know that we show up every week, and we just have so much fun, and we just bless each other all day and all night. And we do little dances like this, and we look into each other's eyes with an unbroken gaze. Oh, yeah, exactly. We provide held space for your tribe. And yeah, those skulls are fucking sick. Check this out. I like that, Dr. Mommy. A community of like-minded star children desperately trying to shed our corporeal husks. We're a support club for piss enthusiasts. I can tell you it is not a cult or a credit union, as defined by the laws of the state of Oregon. Oh, my friends. What's up? How was your week? If you were around last night, you will know that I tried to test my stream, and we had a bit of a game night last night, and wasn't that very fun? We laughed, we cried. It was just so fun. We're gonna have to do it again. Oh yeah. Well, today we're gonna talk about crystal skulls. Sarah,
So you've seen it if you've seen it firsthand, and it sounds like Daniel got that first dose of the COVID juice, so that's good. We're gonna be partying together in literally no time. As soon as we all get that COVID juice, oh, we're gonna be kissing our friends again, just like we used to, right? With open mouths. Yep. Yeah. Quiplash was
Fun.
The t-shirt game
It's fun.
We just had so much
Fun.
Being here is just
Fun.
doing my stream is just
Fun.
hanging out with you is just
Just fun.
if you haven't been here for a while, you will see that I'm on a TV screen inside of a used car dealership, and let me just break the story down for you real quick. I went to jail because I allegedly tampered in the United States election in November. Allegedly. I went to a detention center near Pahrump, Nevada, and my lawyer, whose name is The Valve, did not succeed in getting me out. I escaped with the help of my friend Dick Spargell, and then we holed up in a natural food store, and our only escape from the feds was to die. We all died. Everybody in the store died. We all smoked the harsh bark and sacrificed ourselves, and then Chopo and I went to the Astral.
Okay.
We went to the Astral, and then we started hearing a little call from the Astral that was like, spare key, I need my key. Turns out it was Dick Spargell on the Earth plane. And so Chopo and I incarnated again, only to find out that disgraced lawyer, The Valve, had opened up a car dealership to raise funds for his legal troubles, his own legal troubles. And he's representing himself in court, of course, which is sometimes not a good decision. But we're here, we're trying to sell cars. But I will say that the mood here at the dealership has been low. And I will show you why. The Valve is missing. We've not seen the Valve in weeks. Allow me to read this to you.
Disgraced lawyer and car salesman, The Valve, hasn't made contact with co-workers in Pahrump, Nevada for weeks. He requires a special diet of sandwiches and coffee, and may be experiencing health issues without this special diet. Nobody misses him, but he is required to sign our paychecks. Please call with any info. That's the number
for our dealership. It's just
Like,
where is he? We haven't seen him this whole time, and he's the guy that we're trying to help. So I actually, we haven't talked to Dick Spargell in a little bit. And, Dick sent me a message the other day that said he might have a friend who saw the Valve. Hey, alien wizard, it's been a little while, has it? We love you. Thanks for being here. It's been a little while. Shit, what's up? So Dick Spargell wanted me to call him today, and that's what I'm gonna do. So let me put his phone number. Sorry, I gotta get his phone number. Let me put his number in, because he told me that I should give him a call, that he might have some info about the Valve. So we're gonna try that. Okay, let me put in his number. Sorry. I just have to type it in here. I'm really, really sorry. You know what I'm really sorry for? If you watched last week, you will know that my connection was horrible. We had a lot of dropouts of the stream, which I hope are fixed today with what I just did, but I ruined 311 Day. And I'm just going to cut the music because this is kind of serious to me. 311 Day is the most important day of the year to me. I said in our Discord that 311 Day is like, it's like
Easter for me. It's the day my Savior appeared in my life. It's the day my Savior rose and told me that amber is the color of my energy. And I feel that my internet connection or whatever happened, I feel that I ruined 311 Day. So I like that, Surreal Chemist. I'm going to party twice as hard on 622. So bring back the music here. Um, well, Caitlin, the only way that I would feel good is if the members of 311 forgave me themselves. So, that's all I can say. Let's give Dick a call and let's get his info on the valve. See if he picks up. I want Peanut to forgive me.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey, is this Thursday?
Yeah, this is Thursday, boy. Hey, Dick. I know it's been a little
Hey,
while.
thanks for calling me.
Yeah.
Thanks for calling me.
Sorry,
It's
man.
been a long time.
I know we've been stuck here at the dealership doing our thing, and I don't really know what you went to do. Maybe you could tell us, but like it's been a long
Yeah,
time since
well,
we caught up, man.
sorry, I'm in my workshop.
A while since we talked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You left me pretty high and dry next to the motor vehicle.
I know, man. I know. You were the only one left alive after we killed everybody at the store,
Yeah.
and I
And
realized
it would have
that.
been nice if you had left the key.
Yeah, I know. I realized that it was
I mean, after I helped you get out of jail,
I know, man.
Could have, but it's whatever. That's all right. I'm
No,
glad you're safe.
no, whatever you want to give me, I have it coming to me because we did leave you high and dry, and we're sorry.
Well, I don't have my flops.
Your flops?
I don't have my flops still, so maybe you can just give me a pair of flops. I'll send you like a penny.
Oh, you need a
As a
pair
nice
of
exchange.
flip flops. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, I could do that.
Give me some songs.
Sure. Yeah.
Uh,
Oh. So, so you sent me a message. I know you said that you might have some information on the valve.
oh, yeah. My friend K-Stone.
Mm-hmm.
He might have seen somebody who fits the description.
Okay.
Hey,
I
Greg,
don't know if I know
Greg,
him.
put that down. Greg, put that down. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. Sorry, you must be you're working or something, huh?
Yeah, I'm in my workshop. He's my intern. You're the intern, Greg. Sorry.
Okay, sorry. I won't ask what's going on there. But
Mm-mm.
so I don't know if I know K-Stone. Is it cool if I just you sent me his number? Um, is it cool if I just give him a call?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, he's usually available. Yeah. Hey, Greg, put that down. Don't touch that. That's my pillar. I'm making that pillar. You're the apprentice. Sorry.
What do you do in your workshop? Can I ask?
So I've got to go on this big trip, and Greg here is my new apprentice,
Uh-huh.
and he keeps touching this pillar, and it's my pillar. I have been commissioned to hew that pillar. And okay, Greg, I am gonna do that. Leave it alone. If you touch it, but he doesn't know.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry.
But
I mean,
I'm being commissioned to do this. I was left high and dry by the motor vehicle, and I had to come up with some other plan.
so you're making pillars.
I'm just. I've been commissioned to hew that pillar. If Greg lets me, and then I'm also I'm inventing something,
Uh-huh.
but I'm not gonna tell you.
Okay. Well, you can tell me later.
Yeah, I prefer to do that because Greg's gonna hear my idea.
Fucking Greg. Okay, well, I'll give K-Stone a call, and I appreciate the info. And again, I apologize. I hope our friendship can recover, but I am really sorry. It was, it was the whole thing. So.
I think all will be forgiven.
Okay.
Just remember that when I say God, I'm referring to invoke.
Okay.
So I'll talk to you later. Gotta
Okay.
go.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
All
Great.
right. Okay. Okay, so Dick gave me another phone number to call. This is a wild goose chase here. Okay, I'm gonna call somebody named K-Stone. K-Stone, and let's see what K-Stone has to say. God is invoke. I don't know what he was talking about. I don't know what the pillar is. No idea. I'm at a loss. Again, friends, if you're just joining us, things have reached a point here at the dealership where we need to find the valve. He is missing. He has been missing for weeks, and we don't know what to do without him because he signs our paychecks. So, let's call Case down. See what's up. Oh, alien wizard.
Hello.
Oh, hey. Hey, is this K-Stone?
Yes, this is K-Stone. Who's this?
Hey, K-Stone. My name is Little Thursday Boy, and
Oh.
I got your number from Dick.
Oh, Dick. Right. Yeah, Dick has crossed my path, somewhat recently.
Oh, really?
So what's going on?
Yeah, well, we're looking for our friend. Well, he's not really my friend, but his name's the Valve. And Dick told me that you may have seen him.
Can you refresh my memory? I'm actually on kind of like a mission of my own, so I'm kind of
Oh, sure.
crossing paths with a lot of different kinds of people, so maybe you can refresh my memory. What is this Valve
Sure.
like?
Well, the Valve, he kind of has slicked back hair and a mustache. He's a lawyer, so he kind of like dresses, I guess, like a lawyer.
Wait a second. I think that actually sounds a little bit familiar. Yeah, about what kind of state would this person be in? Like what is their demeanor?
Well, we haven't seen him in a few weeks, and he requires a special diet. Um, so
Okay.
I think maybe he hasn't been on his special diet, so he might be kind of fucked up, actually.
Well, actually, I have spoken with someone recently who seemed fairly disoriented and stumbling about.
Really?
The Valve, that sounds potentially familiar in
Mm-hmm.
the slick back hair part too.
Yeah. Where do you think you saw him?
Well, I've been traveling up and down the West Coast.
Sure.
It could have been in a various places. Could have been in Santa Cruz. Could have been in the mountains. Could have been in this town, Mount Shasta, which
Yeah.
is where I actually ran into Dick.
Okay, right.
It's pretty wild out there.
Yeah. I could see
Yeah.
the Valve maybe going to Mount Shasta. K-Stone.
Yeah, because I've been cruising around there a bit, and yeah, that sounds like it could have been a place that I ran into the Valve.
Sure. Can I ask what you do? What do you do that takes you up and down the coast? That sounds kind of fun.
Well, I'm Captain K-Stone, the K-Rock cowboy.
Okay.
Some years ago, I was actually transmitted from the Akashic Records. My purpose in life, my purpose here
Really?
in this vessel, yeah.
Wow, that's
I'm
amazing.
actually, one day after an intensive sun gazing meditation,
Mm-hmm.
just kind of staring into the sun for a while. Somewhere, yeah, it must have been the Akashic Records just downloading it into my DNA, my purpose in life. And,
Right.
so I'm kind of a vessel. So what I've been doing is I've been kind of a vessel for kidney stones. Actually, I've been passing kidney stones, and I've been wire wrapping them and just kind of trying to spread kidney stone consciousness.
Oh,
Right now,
wow.
I'm just kind of focusing on the West Coast, but I think once the Midwest and elsewhere in the country,
Right.
across the world, once people start to wake up to like, just like the spiritual, like, superhuman DNA that we possess, I think
Right.
I'd like to eventually just spread the message, the gospel.
Wow. That's amazing.
Uh-huh. Yep.
I talk with my friends a lot just about using the materials that come from your own body.
Exactly.
I'm interested in snorting my own urine and
Great.
I ferment the urine and I rub it on my skin and I do all kinds of stuff like that. Um, but I've never heard of this. So you're telling me that you create stones, kidney stones, um,
K-Rocks.
K-rocks,
I'm
sorry.
I'm I'm a vessel for these K-Rocks.
Right,
I mean, it's like I said, this my life purpose was just downloaded into my DNA,
right.
so to speak. I mean,
Yeah, I
just
know. Yeah.
intense. What's that?
Oh, I was just gonna say, I know a lot of people, you get these downloads and, your Kundalini blasts up your fucking spine, and next thing you know,
Huh.
you're pissing out stones and selling
Oh,
them up and
absolutely.
down the West
And
Coast.
I've been on this K-Rock diet actually, where so it's partially kind of like partially mostly like breatharianism, but also just I'm just kind of like taking in my nutrients and food source from my environment, just
Right,
taking it in from the sun and whatnot. But I'm also I actually don't drink water anymore. I just started drinking LaCroix, which is really helping me push these stones and really just
sure.
helping me like boost production. So I find that I mean whoever started this like whoever started LaCroix, I don't know who the inventor was, but I
Right,
mean I think they were on some download stuff too. Like I think they actually, whether they were aware of it or not, they were on the path towards the kidney stone consciousness in that
right.
mission.
Wow,
Mhm.
kidney stone
And
consciousness.
it's just amazing. Just I feel so blessed to be on this path,
Yeah,
and there's a lot of esoteric, imagery and information and just like, out there that just kind of also relay just the power of kidney stone consciousness. Also, there, the Akashic records and,
right.
a lot of YouTube videos as well.
Yeah. Well,
Uh huh.
that's amazing. The K-stone
Yes,
consciousness. And so you expel these stones from yourself, and then you do some nice wire wrapping, and then sell them to folks.
absolutely.
Wow.
Well, currently I'm just trying to, spread kidney stone consciousness, but I'm
Right.
also, trying to get by. So at this point, I'm just kind of trying to make ends meet, but also just, you know,
Right.
spread the consciousness at the same time. So, I mean, I'm kind of just cruising in my van, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of like the Kidney Stone Castle, I'm just
The
kind of
kidney
based
stone
out of
castle.
there right now, and I'm just pumping them out, some spent
Right.
extensive sessions just drinking nothing but LaCroix and just massaging my kidneys to just try and pass
Pump them out.
these beautiful just like light rocks, they're just like
Right. And they come from you.
I
They come
really feel
from
like yes,
yeah.
yeah, and it's almost like like a overlooked symptom of stigmata or something, I mean
Sure.
it's just absolute godliness.
Wow. Well,
Uh-huh.
I got off on a little tangent there, but I do have to go. I want to thank you for telling me that you may have seen uh, the valve.
Yeah,
Yeah, near Mount
absolutely. Yeah.
Shasta. Okay, I have some friends there.
Yeah,
I'll
he
see
might
if
have.
they
I
can
think
look
he
around.
actually potentially gave him like a really nice wire wrap that I've been working on. It was a really big K-stone that I was just took me like 3 or 4 days just to pass, and I mean
Right.
that was a feat in itself.
Wow.
So yeah,
That's an
I
amazing.
felt the magic. I felt charged after that.
Yeah, I bet. They say
Mhm.
sometimes the most blissful experiences come from the most painful experiences. And
I agree. You can't have pleasure without pain, and that's why I'm doing
exactly.
my mission. It's a labor of love.
Wow. Well, thanks, K-Stone. It was nice to meet you. Maybe we'll talk again soon. And thanks for the
Yeah,
help.
call anytime.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, man.
Blessings.
Blessings. Have a good one.
You too.
Wow, everybody. That was K-Stone. Um, Before I talk about this call, I do want to say I saw that Alien Wizard donated $5. Alien Wizard, you're gonna get a big old fucking blaster. Thank you so much for the donation. I don't know if my fucking alerts are not set up or what, but I should have seen that. I should have seen it, and I'm really sorry. I'm gonna fix that, but thank you so much. Anyway. Wow. K-Stone, huh? Okay, so I'm gonna have to get some of my pals in Mount Shasta to go look around because, wow. K-Stone, I don't know. Maybe I'll see if K-Stone can send us some images of these stones. But hey, why don't we get into some videos today, huh? I know I'm starting late.
Right.
Whatever, but hey, we're gonna do what we always do. So let's start with a little Peter Kane today. This is a K-Stone con queso. I like that. This is a video that Peter Kane posted, I think 2 days ago or so. And it's in response to some people accusing him of not having a walk-in freezer to store the Bigfoot.
There's people that are thinking that I don't have a freezer, and it's ridiculous. It is, it's ridiculous. And I feel like, I feel pissed off that I have to do this, but, what kind of freezer? It's a walk-in freezer, here it is.
Here's the freezer. It's just a standard walk-in type freezer. I bought it from somebody, a business that was going out of business, and I dismantled it and brought it here. So
Wow.
There's no way to track where this place is. And I'm not taking in there, by the way, or turning on the light. There's no reason for me to have to do that. This is the freezer. I keep stuff in it besides the Bigfoot.
Yeah, the lighting is
and
great,
the,
huh?
The Frog Man.
So here's where I want to pause it. He says, I keep the Bigfoot in there and the Frog Man. What?
The Frog Man. I keep some food in here. I'm a prepper. That's it.
And he's a prepper.
Now, no, I'm not going to give you a tour of the freezer.
It looks like he's underground. Do you think he's in a cave? What's going on here?
You're not going to get that from me. I don't need to do that. I feel like I'm being generous showing you that I actually have a freezer. I have a freezer. That's where I keep the Bigfoot body parts and the Bigfoot. And sometimes I keep the Frog Man in there. It's not my job to explain what is fact and what is fiction. It isn't, but I
who is
feel
the
like in this
Frog Man?
case I am. I do have a freezer, and that's where I store the specimens. It's just a fact. Not everything in my life is a joke, okay? So, just stop talking nonsense.
Okay, so what do we think is the Frog Man? I think we should go on a little journey. Let's learn what the fuck is the Frog Man, huh? Here's some, I found some videos about the Frog Man. Let's check it out. I've never heard of the Frog Man.
Loveland, Ohio can best be described as a sleepy pocket suburb in the hills of northern Cincinnati. Nestled along the Little Miami River, Loveland is a community that straddles 3 counties and is home to a true enigma of the aquatic realm.
Here we go.
Loveland, Ohio is home to the legendary Loveland Frogmen. The legend of the Loveland Frogmen begins in the early summer of 1955, The exact date is a matter of speculation, but most reports place it sometime in May. This encounter is typically told in three similar
Todd.
but slightly different versions. The first
That's
states
sweet.
that an unnamed businessman saw three disturbing creatures gathered by the side of the road. He stated that
Little
they were
frog
3 to
boys.
4 feet tall, covered with leathery skin. The creatures were described as standing erect, bipedal,
So
and
Todd, maybe you know a little bit about the Frogman. Do you know anybody who's seen a Frogman?
having the head shape and faces of frogs. He also stated they had webbed hands and feet and deep wrinkles
Cool
on their
rendering.
heads. They appeared to be totally hairless. Other versions have the same description of the creatures,
I like
but
this.
one places them sitting on a bridge and another places them under a bridge. Since this first account does not give an exact location or road, it is difficult to confirm which specific bridge the reports are meant to describe. The tale is
okay.
further complicated by local information that puts the man entering and exiting Branch Hill, a community bordering the southern end of Loveland. It is worth noting that most of the side roads leading to and from Loveland, specifically the bridge areas, are not well lighted. Due to the landscape and layout of Loveland, Ohio, there are numerous bridges that crisscross the Little Miami River and other tributaries in the area. Besides the basic description of these creatures,
Okay.
the most interesting detail is one that describes a particular creature as having held a cylindrical metal object.
Okay, so we got a frogman under a bridge in Ohio holding a wand.
Holding some sort of wand. Holding some sort of technical apparatus. What is the wand for? What does the boy do with the wand?
Oh, you guys ride your bikes over those bridges. Well,
Watch out.
Sometimes
The
described
Frogman.
as a wand. It is stated that the creature held this object over its head and that the object emitted flashes, sparks, or other pulses of light. Whether
Okay.
this is in relation to a perceived
Oh.
threat or not is not related in the tale. However, upon seeing this object activated, it is claimed that the businessman fled, fearing for his safety. Now, this first part of the legend infuses two typically contrasting elements to this puzzling cryptid.
It's a
First,
Hitachi.
the creatures are said to be reptilian or
Thanks, Rosie.
amphibian in appearance. They are described as naked and hairless. These aspects, combined with
Just like me, naked and hairless with my little Hitachi wand. My little frog wand. I'm naked and hairless and I have my little wand that helps me.
the diverse, somewhat antediluvian river system, leads one to think that these creatures are somewhat primitive. However,
Oh.
once the metal object is introduced into the story, it is easy to see why some have asserted that the frogmen were possible greys
Oh,
or
shit.
other non-terrestrial life forms.
Here we go.
One has to wonder, which is more plausible, child-sized bipedal frogs or aliens from another world. Now, moving forward in time, the next encounter with the Loveland Frogmen gives us an exact date, time, and location.
The frogmen are
Alchemists who practice.
Sex magic.
they're kind of cute. Okay, here we have a sighting with some real facts.
And a seemingly credible witness. On March 3rd, 1972, at 1 o'clock a.m., a police officer, who will not be named, was traveling on Riverside Drive headed into Loveland. The police officer was traveling cautiously due to inclement weather that were described as icy roads, and he claims he saw an animal on the side of the road. The creature scurried across the road,
Oh.
and the officer stated that he had to slam on his brakes to keep from hitting it. Once stopped, the officer had the creature fully illuminated in his
Oh,
headlights.
shit.
He went on to describe the creature as crouching like a frog. Then the creature went
This
on to
drawing.
stand erect, bipedal, and stared directly at the officer. Finally, the creature turned and climbed over a guardrail down into the Little Miami River.
Wow.
Again, this creature was described as being 3 to 4 foot tall, 50 to 75 pounds, with leathery
Look.
skin and resembling a frog.
That one
or
has a
lizard.
little knife.
Further investigation by other officers found that the guardrail in question did in fact have abrasions exactly where it was reported that
Some
the
kind of
animal
fucked
crawled
up
over the metal
frog.
barrier. There are things that need to be taken into account when looking at reports of this incident. Though the basic description never changes, one report claims that the
Yeah.
creature fled descending into the banks of the Ohio River. Now, one has to conclude that this could be a simple misprint or misspoken statement by someone unfamiliar with
One
the
has
Loveland
to
area.
conclude.
The other aspect of the story is the weather. Now, there is no information available that would suggest that the icy road conditions mentioned in the story were inaccurate.
Okay,
However,
okay.
this
I don't know if there's any more, really, that's some really good basic info, I think. I do have some, wow, this video, I mean, it's kind of long. It's kind of dry, though. I think I got some other videos. So there's a good intro to the Frogman. Let's see what else. Let's see what else.
I got kind of I got a spooky video here.
Let's check it out. Yeah, long and dry, baby. Hey, I think Todd, or I almost said Toad. I think Toad and Rachel,
There's a little connection there. I think Toad and Rachel should go.
looking for the Frogman, and they should tell us what they find. Hey, Toad. Oh.
There are many strange creature sightings seen all across the United States, though one stands out in particular. This, of course, is the Loveland Frogman.
I'd like to ask Peter about his Frogman. Toad and Rachel.
The Loveland Frogman,
Thank you.
the Loveland Frog, the Loveland Lizard Man. These are all referring to the same creature that was first spotted in 1955. The story goes that a businessman was driving when he came across
Oh,
three
really?
creatures conversing. Though the stories differ from here.
Hey, Todd, I don't mean to take you back. I don't mean to take you all the way back
To high school.
or something like that, but I don't. It was just kind of a
misspeech, and we are talking about frogs.
In one instance, the man was leaving Branch Hill neighborhood
I like this frog.
when he saw the creatures, though in other stories, the creatures were seen either on the top or on the bottom of a bridge nearby, though there are many bridges in the area. As the story goes, the man saw the three creatures
Look at
conversing, and one had a wand where he shot or sprayed sparks out of it.
There's the Hitachi
This
again.
led the man to leave. The next sighting was in 1972, on March 3rd at 1 a.m. Officer Ray Shockey was driving at night when he illuminated in his headlights a strange, crouched-over creature that was similar to a frog. He estimated that the creature was 50 to 75
Wait a
pounds,
minute, wait a
and
minute.
it stood
Frogman. Look at Frogman's butt. I mean, oh man, yeah. Look at that. I gotta stop looking at it.
Before,
up on its hind legs and
Frogman's got
climbed
a
over the
ass.
guardrail. When later investigations were researched, scratches were found on the rail. A similar instance was by an officer.
Frogman has an absolute.
dump truck of an ass. Hey, stop the fucking car. Stop the car. Do you see what I see? It's a fucking frogman with a dump truck ass. Stop the car. Pull over. That boy's thick. Oh.
Officer known as Mark Matthews,
I'm getting
who
sweaty.
saw a strange creature, though later changed his story.
Getting sweaty
The
here.
most recent sighting of this creature was on August 3rd of 2016 when two teenagers spotted the creature while playing
Spotted a
Pokemon Go near Madeira
Hot
Road.
green ass.
This is all the information we have at this point. If you have any suggestions for future videos, leave a comment below. And remember, for all things
Wow.
Halloween, this is Hauntformer.
That's a thick ass frogman. If I've ever seen one. I have not seen any frogmen in my life, but I recently learned that I'm attracted to them. You're gonna make me croak. That frog for frog. That's right. Thick ass frogman is the new WAP. We came up with another WAP last night when we were playing our game. When we were having game night, we came up with something funny, and now I can't remember it. But anyway, Frogman's got a Hitachi. He knows how to use it, and he's got a nice
thick ass. So, this just, I mean, nobody else lives in Loveland or in Cincinnati, right? I'm saying Todd and Rachel, this is up to you. You guys need to find Frogman, possibly hook up with him, and give us all the deets. You're our reporters on the street, okay? You're now officially Hold Space for My Tribe, Frogmen reporters on the street, and you gotta clap Frogman's cheeks. Okay, so I was interrupted. I was watching Peter Kane videos because of he mentioned Frogman. I had to figure out what a
Frogman was.
So here's another Peter Kane video. I think that's kind of recent, and he is talking about the vegan diet. I don't know if we have any vegans here. If we have any vegans here, simply raise your hand and learn.
Learn.
The vegan diet is an unnatural diet. It is. It's unnatural. I'm not saying that you could be a vegan and have a healthy diet, but you're going to have to take supplements. That is a fact, because you have to have B12. If you do not get B12, you will get pernicious anemia. And the only place that you can get B12 is from an animal source. That's just how it is. And it bums the vegans out. So a lot of people that are vegans want to comment on my videos when I talk about this. For
Okay.
God's sakes, do not make your dog or your cat a vegan. You're going to make them sick.
Hey, do we think that Peter Kane ate the Frogman's ass? I think
Maybe we
do. Think so?
Don't do that. Give your dog and cat a raw diet. But if you want to do that, you do it. But you might want to consider taking B12. Now, the vegans always cite this, and I find this very strange. They say, well, you can get B12 from groundwater. Oh, okay, so you're talking about like creek water and stuff that has microscopic animals in it. Well, then, you're not a vegan, are you?
You're not a
And
vegan. You're not a vegan if you drink creek water, okay, vegans? I know all you vegans out there are drinking the creek water from Loveland, Ohio, but you're not a vegan. Okay, there's little animals in there.
Be drinking creek water? Is that what you're saying? You want to drink creek water? That doesn't make any sense. Here's the other thing that they say. Well, it's in soil. Vitamin B12's in soil. Yeah. Once again, microscopic animals. So you want to eat dirt. You want to eat dirt to get your vitamin B12. See?
So you want to eat
This
dirt.
is what I'm talking about. Vegans, a lot of them have a vitamin B12 deficiency. That's a fact too. That is a fact. And it causes like dementia, it causes memory problems, and you have to have B12.
So you want to eat dirt.
And to them, it sounds logical. They're saying that it's not true, that you can get it from other places than an animal. Well, that's not true. That's not true at all, because your groundwater, you're talking about microscopic animals, and in dirt, you're talking about microscopic animals too. And the amount of B12 that you could get from eating dirt is negligible, vegans. Do you really want to eat dirt?
Oh,
Do you?
do you really?
Maybe you do.
Huh?
But you have to have B12, and you're only going to get it from an animal source. So one, I'm saying it's totally unnatural for human beings to have this diet. It's unnatural. If you have to take a supplement, it's unnatural. And by the way, a supplement that's created, you're talking about chemicals. You're taking chemicals so that you don't get a vitamin B12 deficiency.
Okay.
It's unnatural. That's why I say the vegan diet is unhealthy, cut and dry.
I'm no
It's
expert.
cut and dry. You could have eggs and get your B12. You could eat some fish, but you gotta get B12. And if you're gonna be full on vegan, you gotta take supplements, and you're not gonna get your B12 from groundwater or dirt. Nobody does that. I'm just saying it's unnatural. So stop crying and maybe think about going and getting a hamburger now and then. Try it. You might like it.
Wow. Okay, so we just got a nutrition lesson from Peter Kane.
Alright? I know all you vegans out there, you think you can get everything you need from eating dirt, drinking pond water, drinking out of the creek, drinking out of the river where the Loveland, Ohio Frog Man with the thick ass lives. You're drinking Frog Man ass water. You're drinking Frog Man ass water. This is my Peter Kane impression. Alright? You're drinking Frog Man ass water. It's unnatural. Alright? You think you can... There's little animals in there. There's little animals in the dirt and in the creek water. That's not vegan. That's not vegan. You can get B12 from eating Sasquatch's ass or Frogman's ass. Oh boy. Peter Kane. How can a man be so blessed yet unblessed at the same time? At the same time. Okay, next up, I have a video about gardening with Ormus. Okay. And gardening with Ormus, well, you'll see when we get there. You'll see what the problem with gardening with Ormus is, alright? Okay, this video is already pretty cool, if you ask me. Just from a design perspective. And the music. Okay, so if you guys don't remember what Ormus is, I think I have this right. Ormus is a liquid made from monoatomic gold and minerals, and you can drink it, and it'll decalcify your pineal gland. I know that much. But it'll also do a lot more. So here you go. You start with the Ormus. You soak the seeds overnight. Soak them in Ormus, okay? Okay. With your little frogman ass. Take your frogman ass and take your Ormus and get out of here. Okay, here, now this is a questionable slide. We're gonna add 1 tablespoon to 2 gallons of water for plants. I mean, do I have to say anything about this image or You know, I wonder if it's okay to come in the garden if you're doing semen retention. Is it okay to come in the garden? We could ask our friend Juan that we called. But anyway, moving on. There's your stuff. Let's get that nice zoom in. Slow, nice, long, slow zoom in. Okay, so here we're adding Ormus. Sparingly. Add Ormus again when the plants are bearing. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, plant your seed. Exactly, Miles. Plant your seed. Plant the seed. Hold the seed. Seed for seed.
Seed for seed.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let me back up. Okay, what did that say? Oh god, I got the page turn. Okay, how to make and use liquid gold. This is where, you know what we think about this. First you need one of these.
Not the girl, silly. Not the girl.
Because just one of those makes a lot of this. And this. How many photos of horse shit do we need to see here? Okay. Place it into a composter. The music is kind of cool. Show me the pictures of your horse shit.
It's been...
Yeah. Water your horse shit down. I'm sure manure is great for fertilizing. Of course it is. Right? But do I want to be involved? At this point, I've stopped following the video and I don't really know what's going on. Place the pail on the top of the other pail. It's been. Okay, now you got this rotten shit with cum in it. Jesus, did I just say that? Maybe I shouldn't say stuff like that.
Maybe that's why my connection gets bad. Fill it to the top, fill it to the top.
Give me that horse shit, fill it to the top. Water my horse shit, fill it to the top. Fill it to the top, fill it to the top. I need a K-stone. Fill it to the top, fill it to the top, fill it to the top. Seed for seed.
Seed for seed. I'm kind of vibing. Sorry. Where is this going? Now you got the liquid gold.
Trickle down, trickle it down. Down, 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 trickle it down. Nothing goes to waste. Ormus in your face. Trickle it down, trickle it down. Nothing goes to waste. Got Ormus in my face. I don't know where this video is going, folks, friends. Nothing goes to waste. Ormus in my face. I love Ormus. I love this place.
And then you add it, and now it looks like shit water. Okay. Now look at this. You got your Brussels sprouts, your broccoli, your strawberries, your below. You got 6-foot tall peas, and this is in North Florida in April, my friends. And all it takes is shit water. Shit cum water, that's all it takes. Look at this. Look at this beautiful flower. All it took was horse shit and cum. Okay? Peas in a pod. Ormus added one time. Liquid gold applied every 2 weeks, guys. I just wanted to show you. I don't know if there are any gardeners in the tribe. Exactly, vegans. You think you're vegan, but you're eating horse shit and cum. Oh, man. Should I bleep it out every time I say that kind of shit? Okay, anyway. That's this video. So, I hope you learned something. Oh, baby, here we go. Pyramid power. I think we've talked about pyramid power. No, I know, it's great to use manure in gardening. I know, of course, that's a thing, but I'm just saying. Does it have to be from a horse? So we got buried in the ground, Ormus underneath. Okay. I don't know, man. What's up with this video?
Every time I eat a salad, I think, did a horse shit on this, or did a man come on this, or both? Or both. Now check out those fruit. I don't think there's anything else worth seeing in this video, but,
yeah, we can talk about reptiles and their link to politicians. We all know that they're all little snakes. They're all little frogmen. Hey, have you seen Dick Cheney's ass? Of course he's a frogman. The man's got a Pixar mom ass. And a robot heart. Okay, and then I found an Ormus review video. So let's check it out. What is it like, when you're gonna... Okay, so you see, there's all kinds of Ormus out there. Yeah, that's right. Trump has an absolute dump truck of an ass, man. God, that's why he was my favorite president. Not for any of his policy or anything, but, I told some of my friends, hey, I'm really gonna miss having a president with a huge ass in office. And that's really kind of the only policy I care about. Does my president have a big old butt or not? And, Sleepy Joe doesn't have that dump truck ass. Anyway, so I imagine you're looking for Ormus. You're looking for Ormus out there online, and you don't know what you want. Well, there's people who review Ormus for you, so I'm curious to see what makes one bag of Ormus better than another. Let's find out.
Elixir Ormus.
Oh,
Hey, what's
boy.
up, guys? It's Josh here. Today I want to do a review on this new
It sounded like he had Frogman's ass in his mouth for a second.
kind
Sorry.
of Ormus. I think it's called Elixir Ormus. I've been usually taking the Suspended Solutions Atomic Ormus.
Now, what are you doing with this bag? It looks like you're playing catch with this bag at the local park. Or maybe you're playing catch with your dog. You're playing fetch. Your dog takes your bag of Ormus and ingests it, and then your dog becomes too strong, too powerful, too smart. And your dog stands up on two legs. And one night during dinner, you're eating your wife's lasagna. It's your favorite dinner. One night during dinner, all of the Ormus has finally affected your dog in such a way that your dog stands up on its hind legs, grabs your car keys. Now it has a opposable thumb. Your dog grabs your car keys. You got a mouthful of lasagna, your wife Becky's lasagna, and before you can get out the door to stop your dog, he's driving away in your Jeep Cherokee, and you never see him again.
In the very, very dirty bag. I'll kind of get into a little explanation of how this Ormus gets a little more dirty than this one in the future.
Okay.
But this has been one of my favorite supplements of all time, this original Ormus right here. It's about $35 for a bottle. This is about $25. It seems very similar. These are both EMF protecting bags, so apparently Ormus is very, very fragile. You don't want any extra radio.
So you want
to eat dirt? Huh? You want to drink creek water and you want to eat dirt?
Waves or any extra like technology waves entering to it, so you have these black bags to kind of stop it. I really, really like this supplement.
So the bags are designed in such a way, with such a material, that they keep Wi-Fi, they keep 5G out of your fucking bag.
But I was like, I just want to see what another Ormus is like, see if I have any more or less, or
Test
even the
out the
similar
Ormus.
same effects with a different brand. So I went and tried this Elixir Ormus, which appears to be a little bit more monoatomic gold, which I've tried before. If you've ever tried monoatomic gold, it's kind of like a watery consistency, at least from the brands that I have tried. This atomic Ormus, I don't know if it's the milk of magnesia or whatever, but it's got a very thick, white, almost exotic quality to it. I just really, really like it. This is a little bit more liquidy. It even says
It's got a thick, white, exotic quality to it.
Hey, that reminds me. Sorry. This reminds me of why I'm single. Hey, if Holly's watching, it's Holly's birthday, and Holly is always in here every week, twice a week. Holly's in here, so I want to do something special for Holly, okay?
Plants. Plants. Holly loves plants, so that's
A happy birthday to Holly, and somebody asked me to do this for Holly, and to replace this word.
plants. Holly loves plants. So happy birthday, Holly. I hope you're here. Hopefully you'll see this, but oh shit, it's somebody else's birthday too. Glass water. That's all I can see.
Glass water.
Hey, happy birthday to everybody, and plants. I love plants.
right there that it has distilled water and then vitamin E in there. Although it is liquidy, you get a little bit of this chalky taste in there, signifying that there are minerals in there, because essentially Ormus is just really, really high quality, high spin minerals. And sometimes you get some rare minerals such as gold. And this one's supposed to be gold, platinum, and iridium, but I think it also has some other stuff in there.
If you ever watch the stream, tell me if it's your birthday, and it's like a fucking Denny's, all right? We'll just have fun.
As well.
your
This, like I
birthday.
was saying, it's closer to monoatomic gold. This one is cheaper and it is solid. To me, this is almost kind of like a hybrid between monoatomic gold and full-on Ormus here.
Okay.
So let me go over the claims really quick. They put this on the bag. This is the monoatomic Ormus, the Elixir. This is the new kind, the cheaper kind. They claim that
Happy birthday to Alien Wizard on Saturday.
Fuck.
Yeah, I'm turning 30 next month. I mean, 30 in Earth years, right? 30 in this husk. You guys know what I'm talking about, but yeah, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you.
increases energy and libido, sharpens mental focus and acuity, enhances
I love you
brainwave
too.
activity, promotes deeper meditation and REM sleep, and relaxes overworked immune system. So the normal gold was just so good for you too. When you take
Ormus,
things that are
baby.
good for you, it's going to help you across a lot of different pathways. That's just kind of how the body works. If you have something really good, it's going to help a lot of things in a good way. I've been taking this almost every day, like 2 droppers full, about halfway with it. Again, like I was saying, a lot more liquidy, a lot more like water.
Yeah,
LTB's an Aries, baby. Yep, that's
True.
Versus the suspended solutions. And
yeah, I got that too. It's great for REM sleep. I mean, you guys,
I don't try to do this, but it's like I turn on the stream and I show some videos, and what do we get? We get a frogman with a huge ass. We get a fucking spoonful of cum for your garden. We get horseshit water. We get REM sleep, and I don't know what that is. Rimming. I mean,
I'm assuming REM, that's what REM sleep is. And I don't try to do this. So Aries crew represent. I'm just telling you, I don't try. I don't set up the stream. I keep pausing the video. Sorry.
this kind really isn't bad. I don't want to say it's bad. I've been using it. I don't feel like I need to reorder the other Ormus because this is doing nothing. However, I do prefer the suspended
Yeah.
solutions Ormus
I like
to
that,
this
Beavis.
personally, because I feel like I don't know if it's the milk of magnesium.
okay. Hey, I'm back. Are you guys back? I'm back. Who's back? Me. It says I'm back. We all back? So you guys, I'm just trying to figure out my connection issue. Okay, we're back. I don't know what. It just must be my internet, which sucks. Which is a bummer, but okay, I'm paying for a service now that's gonna reconnect me. And if we're all reconnected, okay, Aries crew is here. Okay, we're back. Yeah, and you know what? I have fiber. I have so much fiber. No, really, but I have a fiber connection. And I guess that means I got the speed. But it doesn't mean that, I have CenturyLink. Yeah, that's what I have. I have CenturyLink. How did you know that? Are you here with me? Are you in the room with me? Are you in my bedroom looking at my, router? So, I'm sorry. Let's continue with this Ormus talk. But, you pay for CenturyLink internet, you get that fiber, you think, I'm gonna be able to stream to all my friends and show them Frogman's ass. And, fuck, man.
So if you get a little drop anywhere, it just spreads out and makes it look really bad. This bag is clear because it's very liquidy and a lot more cleaner, but I'm sure
Please
these guys
boof
are
it
doing a
for
lot
us.
of work to create this brand. They're going
Right.
and kind of going after the similar look as the suspended solutions. I'm sure a lot of people like this one as well, and maybe you don't want to spend the $35, you want the $25. I totally get it. I don't like spending extra money either, but for me, I just gotta say right off the bat, I prefer the Atomic Ormus by Suspended Solutions. That's just me personally. I'd be very interested to see which kind you like. Should I try a different kind? Some people would say Dead Sea Salt Ormus doesn't work. Some people say you got to get this brand. I mean, people suggested me probably 3 or 4 different brands after I did the original video. So I'll be very interested to see what you suggest for me next. This isn't a waste. This isn't bad, but for me, I definitely am going to prefer the other one. Although this isn't the worst, you know what my opinions are on it. I'll be very interested to see what you think down below. Have you tried this Elixir
He's not
Ormus?
showing us how he uses it. Let me see if I can find a video of like some Ormus mixing or something. But man, I kind of want to buy some. Oh, let me show you this. Okay, so I was searching for Ormus videos. And this video is called Monatomic Gold Ormus White Gold Mana. Yeah, so check this out.
It's just him. Hey, we found the valve. We found the valve. I mean, it's just this. There we go. Now, I think this guy should be my lawyer, right? Maybe he could be my new lawyer. So, I mean, I don't know what to say. He has nice eyelashes, that's definitely true. I mean, oh, he lost the mustache there, but it's got a little bit of a different... This is the effects of Ormus over time. There you go, everybody. Alexandria, if you missed it, we are looking for the valve. The valve is missing. We don't know what to do without him because he signs our paychecks here. We're lost without the valve. So we don't know what to do here. Let me, okay, the valve is missing. We haven't seen him in weeks. He requires a special diet of sandwiches and coffee, and he might be experiencing health issues without this diet. He might be, out of sorts. He might be, his blood sugar's low. And so, anybody can call with info on the valve. Yeah. So, that's the story. We, I called Dick and I made amends with Dick, and then Dick told me that his friend K-Stone, I love this photo of the valve. K-Stone has seen somebody who looks like the valve near Mount Shasta, so we called K-Stone and we met K-Stone, and K-Stone makes wire-wrapped stones out of his kidney stones. Yep. Oh, I'm glad you got your stickers and your pin, and happy birthday. Happy birthday, everybody. It's everybody's birthday. Let's see what else I got for you today, huh? Okay, I'm gonna show you a new style of channeling that I had never seen before. This kind of tripped me out, but this is we've seen all kinds of styles of light language, and we have seen the styles of channeling. It's gonna be your birthday on a stream day on April 29th. Well, fuck. That's wonderful. Everybody, we got Aries crew, huh? What's up, Aries crew? Okay, have you guys ever heard of this guy? His name's Paul Selig. And, here's what he does.
Physical phenomena. I'm on my feet When I'm on my feet, I don't walk like I normally walk. My
Right.
arms are waving in the air. I talk in this funny accent. And if I were more present.
I'm April 11th. Any
April 11ths in the house? That'd be kind of cool.
I'd know to be mortified. But I'm not, because thank goodness I'm in the back seat of the car,
April 10th.
letting everything progress in its own way.
Great. I'm really excited now
Hell yeah.
Okay.
to talk to our guides.
April
They're saying
3.
thank you for that. Now, what do you
Third.
know? And they're saying now, what do you want to know? And be kind. And they're saying, and be kind. The man before you's having a hard day. The man before you's having.
Okay, so Paul's, look at this. We got a birthday in the chat on every day of April. This is amazing. Your aunt is April 11th, perhaps? Yeah, the Aprils are taking over. Chopo is a Scorp. Yeah, that's correct. Chopo is a Scorpio, so I don't know if that makes sense. Look at all these, oh man. Aries crew, here we are. Okay, so what this guy does is he says what he's going he says what he's getting in the channel in like a small voice, and then he says it in a nice big voice with an accent. And there may be a connection between 311 and 411. We will see.
Seat of the car, letting everything progress in
okay,
its own
check
way.
this out.
Great. I'm really excited now
Okay.
to talk to our guides.
And they're saying thank you for that. Now, what do you want to know? And they're saying now, what do you want to know? And be kind. And they're saying, and be kind. The man before you's having a hard day. The man before you's having a hard day.
No,
So how are we going to do?
I want to talk to you there about your progression. When I first met Paul on the channel, it seemed like it was the beginning, and now there's a whole curriculum. Talk about.
There's more than a curriculum as a way of being. There's a way of being and knowing the cells, and knowing the cells outside of your prior agreements, outside of your prior agreements. And this is the issue here. And this is the
trippy,
issue
huh?
here. Each one in this room has assumed who they are,
This is a
has
trip.
assumed who they are. And they have an identity, and they have an identity that they've claimed, and they seek to have reinforced. And they seek to have reinforced by everyone around them, as you said before us, as
Hey, Caitlin, the U.S. is completely like the whole U.S. is like this. It's
you
everywhere.
sit before us, we see you as you are. We see you as you are, not as you think you are, not as you think you are, not as you wish to be, not as you wish to be, but as who you are, but as who you are. Now the divine as you. Now the divine as you, in each one of you see, in each one of you see is available to be known, is available to be known, and in that availability, and in that availability lies the
Alien wizard. Everyone talks like this who gets the Pfizer vaccine.
teaching lies, the teaching, the agreement you make, the agreement you make on an individual level,
Yeah, he
on
got
an
the Pfizer.
individual level to access the divine self, to access the divine self as who you truly are, as who you truly are, calls into being, that requires the teaching,
So-
that requires.
You guys know me. I'm maybe a little less skeptical than Chopo. I'm open to all this stuff. You know, I've done some weird stuff. I've been involved in some weird stuff. I like this kind of stuff. You know, I don't want to say any channeler is faking it or something. I'm sure some channelers do, but in my first thought, you know, sometimes on the stream, I'll say something long so I can think of the next thing I want to say. And I'm just saying, maybe if you're doing this little whisper and then a long repeat, maybe it's giving him time to think of the next thing. But I don't know how channeling works. You know, I don't know.
Requirements of the teaching you need, and this is not individual teaching, and this is not an individual teaching requirements of the individual. The requirements of the individual are met with the grand teaching, are met with the grand teaching. We use the word grand,
Yeah, there you
and
go,
we
Beavis.
use the word grand with some intention. Our issuance for you each. For you each bypasses the small self, bypasses the small self that would seek to replicate itself, through who he is himself as, through who he has known himself as, and that is the who. And that is the who is frightened of the world, or angry at the one beside you, or angry at the one
I mean-
beside you, or has been lost.
I could kind of just watch it. It's like, yeah, he's got that like Shakespearean voice, right?
Now, the times you exist in are vastly changing, the requirements for change, and the requirements for change are being brought
Yeah, he be spitting, huh?
to you, are being brought to you in ways you may attend to, in ways you may attend to, and the requirements for change now, and the requirements for change now are to align to your own true selves, to your own true selves, and
Anyway, I thought I would just show you guys this new style, because we're familiar with the Bashar style, we're familiar with some other kind of light language styles. But then there's
your
this.
personality is not the word. That is a misteaching, and that is
Your personality is no. Hey, how, I mean, I'm not making fun or anything. Hey, I was just reminded, since Alexandria's here now. We haven't talked about, Alexandria's doing another Psychic Blaster this Sunday. It's open to everybody. It's not just Patreon, Ponus. It's not, it's open to everybody. It's a Psychic Blaster. All you have to do is get on the Discord and you can get into it. We're going to do a Zoom room, myself and Alexandria. And Alexandria is going to be doing psychic readings. It's all free. She's just going to pick up on you and offer a reading. So yeah, join the Discord if you want to get involved with that. It's really cool. What time are we doing this? Let me look. Maybe she can answer that. I'll let her answer that. But anyway, there's a couple rules. You gotta be sober. You gotta be in a place that isn't noisy. Don't have like a screaming dog man. There's some rules there. But anyway, 12 p.m. PST. So I'll be there, kind of co-hosting. But yeah, check it out if you want. I think the last one was really cool. Okay, everybody. I want to get into crystal skulls. Is that okay? I want to get into crystal skulls. Yeah. I think when she says you gotta be sober, she just means, like if you're, I don't know, if you're like me and it's 12 p.m. on a Sunday and you just had 4 IPAs, you're probably not gonna be that fun to be around, like a psychic reading Zoom room. She can clarify any questions you guys have. Okay, no, not under the influence, and all oinked up. Anyway, so I want to tell you guys a story. When I lived in, okay, it just doesn't feel right to read you if you're all oinked. When I lived in Mount Shasta, California, this lady converted a gas station building to be like her crystal shop. And she had these 2 crystal skulls that she gave readings to people for like $250. We will learn a little bit about that. But first, I just want to show you the history. So there, crystal skulls took off as a thing in the New Age community, but they did start somewhere. There is one crystal skull. Is it a real archaeological find? I don't know. Check this out.
Anna Mitchell Hedges discovers a crystal skull under a collapsed altar inside a Mayan temple.
Pretty sick.
It becomes known as a skull of doom when Mayans tell Anna that the skull was used by the high priest to curse someone with death. Despite traces of mechanical grinding, some believe the skull is 12,000 years old, and that it was chiseled into its rough form before being polished with sand for 150 to 300 years. After an archaeologist reports that the holes show signs of metal drilling, further tests on the skull are denied. During the New Age movement...
Okay, so they find the crystal skull, allegedly, and then guess what? It has signs of metal grinding.
Crystal skulls claim to exhibit paranormal phenomena. So, Anna takes the skull of doom on tour until her death. Modern tests...
That's a sick picture. Just this image right here. That's pretty sick. Yeah.
Confirm that the skull was carved in the 1930s, and the documents prove that Anna's father bought the skull in London in 1943.
Okay, so this video is obviously kind of debunking the whole crystal skull thing. Here is a cool video from, you know, some years ago about it. And this actually has, her name's Anna, I believe, the keeper of the crystal skull.
Possibly of known.
Sorry.
One of the most powerful crystals that I know of in this world is the quartz crystal skull. It's the most important archaeological artifact ever found. The person who currently has the skull is Anna Mitchell Hedges.
I discovered the skull in 1924. I was 17, and we knew that this was a religious priest. And this was used by the High Maya to will death or to heal. If you're a psychic person, you can use the crystal skull to will death. This has been done once. A man had robbed a lot of poor people. He was willed to die by the crystal skull. And the man died 3 months later.
Oh.
When I was in England, I saw the crystal skull had fog and drips coming from it. And I thought somebody poured water on it. And I wiped it over, and it kept dripping again.
Got a wet skull.
And I felt cold. I felt something terrible was going to happen. And then,
No, I think crystal skulls look really cool. I mean, you know, do they have powers? We're gonna find out. Wet-ass skull.
in the afternoon, when we put the news on, about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, I heard that President Kennedy was assassinated.
Wow.
And I've been offered hundreds of thousands, but the crystal skull is not for sale. It belongs to me now.
Today, of course, Halloween has degenerated into a trick-or-treat. A lot of these little kids running around, I don't think that they realize that they are in danger of possession by some of the evil spirits that roam around the world. So I think it is something that should be very carefully managed by mothers and fathers as to what the little children do on Halloween.
Wow.
This crystal skull is not for sale, but this house still is.
Go away. Don't come in my house. Do you know my neck hurts? Go away.
I don't know what that's about. There's a bit more of the video, and we just watched the crystal skull part. But okay, so you guys got it right. She allegedly finds the crystal skull underneath a Mayan altar. The skull can will people to die. Okay, and one day the skull got wet, and then JFK died. Okay, so one more thing. Let's find out just a little bit. What does Bashar have to say about crystal skulls? Well, Bashar has a lot to say.
Please tell us first about the ancient crystal skulls. For example, how were they used in ancient times of Central and South American civilizations? What was their function?
All right, thank you. Well, first and foremost, you must understand that some of the oldest ones go back much further in your history than the cultures to which you are ascribing those skulls. Where some of the original ones were discovered, where some of the more ancient ones were discovered in your present modern day age, was where the skulls wound up eventually.
He's doing a little bit more of kind of rolling his R's.
But that's not necessarily where they originated. You follow?
Yes.
The idea is that these skulls go back, many of them, to 13, 17, 25, and even 30,000 of your years ago.
Do I hear 13? Do I hear 17? Do I hear 25? Do I hear 30?
Of your Atlantis.
30,000 years ago.
Thus then, many of them, later on, were exported, were taken, were transported to other locations on your planet. some of them very specifically to what you call your North and Central and South
North.
American continents, which were very close in proximity to the western portion of the Atlantean Empire. Thus then, when the Atlantean Empire began to dissolve, began to break apart,
He
many
is
of them,
knowledgeable.
along with other things, were transported to safer locations. And the culture, thus then, was continued, and the rituals and the interactions with these devices were continued in those areas for quite some time, up until around what you call.
Okay, so anyway, he's got a lot to say. We're not going to watch all 14 minutes.
In the same way that your society does, through the idea of striking or cutting, but by the idea of very, very fine molecular manipulation through the idea of sound vibration with these other crystals that would be passed over the master crystals and allow the molecules that were not needed to be cut away and shaped through sonic vibration. You
Okay.
understand?
Yes.
I think we're talking about the whittling, the sonic whittling of a crystal skull here.
Did each skull have its own unique purpose and or in
Okay, so this is a lot. I wish we could watch all that because I'm sure there's some interesting information. But I do want to get to this this Mount Shasta crystal skull lady. So man, I always wanted to like raise some money with some friends, raise $250 and get a fucking reading. But okay, so this lady in Mount Shasta, her name's Susan Isabel. She claims to have the true 13th crystal skull. And it's actually 2 crystal skulls. And hey, I'm back. Hey, are you back? Are you back with me? Please be back with me. Oh. Okay, so yeah, it's the former gas station. Okay, so if my stream, I think it's just my my internet, you know. So if it goes down, just wait like 20 seconds and it'll come back. I'm sorry.
Sorry about that.
Maybe I'll get a different internet provider. But when my stream goes down, just give me like 20 seconds and usually it will come back. Okay, here we go. Let's check this out. Today I would like to introduce you to Susan Isabel. Susan is an incredible teacher, healer, and so much more. She owns the real 13th crystal skull. Rather than being one large skull, they are 2 small skulls, twin flames. This is her phenomenal, amazing story, and these are her skulls.
This is El Eleator. Now, can I record this?
Yes,
or-
you can.
okay. Mhm.
Look at that
And
shit.
I'll show you some different things when we get into
El
it.
Eleator.
He has
Sick.
2 sets of teeth. Oh wow! And if you get it just right, you'll see that he has eyes that have pupils. He's actually able to open and close his eyes.
Wow.
And they can even blink at you, so which most people are sometimes a little bit surprised at, but he does actually have eyes.
Crystal K-stones.
It's somehow that they can refract
Love
the
it.
light.
I love it.
In a very peculiar way that it allows that to happen. Are you getting it?
Yeah.
I can't.
It's actually coming in really good.
Around the top of the head, you can see with the sutures of the skull. Okay.
Oh,
And even though it's small, it is just very, very
it's
powerful.
my little skull daddy.
It is not crystal. I know for a fact that it's not crystal because crystal does
What is
not
it then?
move, and I call it liquid light.
I see gold.
Yeah, you're going to start
Wow.
seeing some different colors coming into him.
Little
I'm
skull
going to
daddy.
put this. I'll put this
Yes.
blue cup here,
Okay.
and if I put my hand over the cup, you can see the blue.
Yeah.
Well, that's coming through my hand.
What the hell?
You got the blue and the purples. Yeah, and we've got
The
basically...
gold is still there too.
And the gold.
What the fuck?
Those will come from different areas around the room. His name is El Eleator, or Lord of the Tones and Frequencies. He
I'm the
moves
Lord of the
frequencies.
Tones. I'm a tiny little skull daddy.
So I'm going to move him around a little bit, and you can see
And I'm
him
heteronormative.
start to different colors. Well, that's really
I'm a
cool.
he. Little skull daddy's heteronormative. Oh.
Oh my goodness.
I'm the Tone Lord. I'm the Lord of the Tones.
Now, when I turn him over...
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. He's Lord of the Tones. When I turn him over, if I get it, the
Little
light
Frog Man
just
skull.
right, you can see his brain. Let me know when you get the brain.
He has a
I want you to be
brain.
able to get a good picture of that.
Look at my brain.
Let me get it for you. There you go.
Look at
That's
my
his
little
brain.
Oh my goodness.
And you can see on each side he has ear.
So I didn't tell you guys. So the way that she set up this gas station, it used to be a gas station, but she left the like the refrigerator and like the freezer doors. So you would go to go get a reading, you would open one of the refrigerator doors, just like in a gas station. You know, if you're going to get your Monster Energy drink or your fucking, you know, whatever. You open the door and you walk through into what used to be the freezer. And then you would get a reading from her. And this is in that room. So you can hear in the front, there's like the cash register going and stuff. So this is a brain, okay? You can't argue.
Ear canals that actually go into the brain.
It
He
is
has
Thursday.
a pineal gland. He has a full brain.
Wow.
And you can see the bone structure from the skull around his brain also.
Yeah, Daniel,
This
it
is
was kind of rad,
phenomenal.
actually.
Oh my goodness.
Good use of space, for sure. But kind of cool.
Now this skull, the Maya told me, was found inside of a ceiba tree, like the great redwoods. The redwoods, you know, the trees are huge, and you can walk in through the base of the tree and go up inside. Well, that's what happened.
I don't know what
This
that
was on
means,
an
Kat, but I like
archaeological
it.
Site. The men were working on a site, and then there was a hurricane, and they all ran into the forest during the time of the hurricane, and a large tree fell over and in the forest. So after the storm was past, they walked inside the tree, and that's where they retrieved this from. And it stayed in their village until I came along.
Okay.
And then the first time I held it is when I
Here's the story.
I levitated. You can see in the picture.
She levitated.
Here, my feet are not on the ground.
So here's her science fair, you know, board or whatever. So in this picture, she held the skull for the first time. Hand goes up. The bitch is levitating.
You can see up here, this is untouched, but you can see this round circle right here and this circle here.
That's cool, Travis.
Those are eye sockets. That's a huge crystal skull.
I can kind of see that.
And there's another skull that's just above my hand here. These are eye sockets and eye sockets. You're looking at crystal skulls.
Wow.
And I look like a light bulb. And the Maya knew then that I was the keeper of the skull.
You are the keeper of the skull, ma'am.
No, in the middle of the night I hear, "Go to Shasta, don't return."
Yeah, there we go.
And I said, "What?"
What?
And I sat up. "Go to Shasta, don't return."
You want me to what?
What did you say? "Go to Shasta,
You want me to what?
don't return." What? You want me to leave my family, my children, my
What?
center, everything?
Everything? All
Go
of
to
it?
Shasta, don't return.
What?
So
Really?
the next morning I called up everybody and I said, "I am going to Mount Shasta. I am not returning. Here's the keys to my center. And
Leave it all
I
behind.
started crying, and they passed around the fortune cookies because we had all gone to lunch. And I opened my fortune cookie, and it said, "Follow your dreams, for they are true."
Wow.
You know, when God does something, it's to the very, very fortune cookie in your hand.
There you go, fuckers.
There's no doubt.
There you
So
go,
I went to
fuckers.
see my friend Elizabeth to say goodbye to her because I used to buy crystals from
You're
her
an old
store
flirt.
in her warehouse. And on her table there was a little something that kind of looked like all this.
Yeah.
And I picked it up and I said, "Elizabeth, where did you get this?" And I turned it over and I could see the bottom of a skull. And she said, "Oh, somewhere in Central America." It was in the bottom of the box. I didn't order it. I said, "Elizabeth, how much do you want for this?" And she said, "Oh, Susan, $2." Because it looked worthless. It was all
So we got to see the other skull, because there is one more. I don't know. Yeah, she does show it. Okay, so there are actually 2 skulls.
box up. That was in the box. But then this was in the box.
Oh my
A
goodness.
Just
fucking
like it is.
another skull.
All the stalactite matrix was gone. And I heard the words Elzara. And I said, "Oh my God, Magnus, you hold him." And I'm looking at her. It was as much a surprise to me.
It's the twin flame
And
skull.
I'm looking at her. I didn't even know, but later I found out her name means the daughter of light. It was actually
The twin bones.
When I put it in the search engine, come to find out, it was the name of the goddess Mot.
Yeah, man.
Hey, fuck.
Egyptian goddess that when you die.
Hey, you
take
want
a
to see
feather,
my
and if your
skulls
heart
that
fuck?
is as light as a feather, you can go through paradise. And this also has a full brain.
I don't know what. I don't know what she means when she says it's got a full brain.
Okay.
Wow.
Hey, did you know I got these skulls that...
Fuck. My skulls. Fuck.
Yeah, now touch
And
them
as
together
soon
from
as
the
I
back.
saw her, it was like, oh my goodness.
Monica, just wait. Just you wait.
And they
Incredible
started
story.
they started getting very hot, and Magnus is over there saying, "Susan, I can't hold it anymore, it's too hot." And I said, "Yeah, she's really hot too." So we put them down on a rock.
These skulls are
and
hot.
we started to
Hot skulls
take
that
pictures
fuck.
of them because they started growing. They got almost full size.
So she's saying that they grew to full size. Okay. So far they can make you levitate. The skulls can grow to full size. They can make you glow like a light bulb. I mean, fuck.
And growing, and they're getting big and blue.
Sorry, I had to burp.
And I'm hearing a voice tell me, "Pick them up and put them together." And I said, "I can't. They're too hot. Pick them up and put them together." And
she's gonna put them together
so
from the
finally,
back.
I went
Everybody,
over and
just
I
wait.
picked them up and I put them in my hand, and they're hot potatoes. "No, put them together. No, put them together. No, put them together. No, put them together. No." I said, "What do you want? They're too hot. I can't hold them. I can't hold them." So I held them like this so they wouldn't burn me. Okay? And then
Here we go, Monica.
Now,
Monica, you ready?
Together.
Ready?
And then I saw them
Oh shit. Monica, do you see that? You see that? That was for you.
this for the first time. And I said, "Oh, my
Oh
God,
man.
that is a heart.
I
That
just
is
came.
a human heart of a child."
I just came.
And as soon as they were together like that, all kinds of information
Usually I only do this on the Patreon stream, but I couldn't handle it.
started downloading to me.
Look at that.
And I said, "Magnus, this is the heart of a child. This is the final end of the
I just
prophecy.
came on horse
In
shit.
Christian prophecy, you enter the kingdom of God with the heart of a child. And in Maya prophecy, you had to have a perfect heart.
I'm squeezing my
The
nips.
temples, they would sacrifice thousands of people at the Venus transit because they were always looking for a perfect heart
Wow.
to appease God. And it was like in my mind, all of this is clicking, coming together.
Wow.
The Christian and the Maya prophecy together.
I talk a big game, but I could only
They
last
had
2
lost
seconds after I
this.
saw that shit.
It's like
Damn.
going to communion. You know, you don't keep sacrificing. No, you do this in remembrance. At the end of days, you had to have a perfect heart to offer back. I said, Magnus,
I'm
this
a
is
weak
the
little
heart.
bitch.
We have to give this back to God.
I'm a weak little
I said, will you
bitch.
do it with me? And he said, yes. So he steps up, and I start to make prayers to give the final piece of the prophecy.
Isn't this
to give it
amazing, you
back.
guys?
So I'm starting to lift it up. And as I started to lift it up, the dirt around us starts to spin.
The dirt is spinning.
This was really weird. The dirt started spinning around us.
So you want to eat dirt?
He got scared, and he started to back off. And I said, Magnus, we have got to do this. He said, Susan, you're calling in the gods.
It's kind of a big deal.
It's kind of a big deal. I said, Magnus, I said, this is the final piece. You're the male.
What a story.
I'm the female. This is male. This is female. This is the representation of the masculine and the feminine.
She left her
the
family
giving of the
for
heart
this,
back
okay?
to the
She left her whole
Creator
family.
at the end
Everything.
of days for humanity, for the new kingdom that is coming. We have to do this. You've been
To
chosen.
move into a gas station with these little
Will you do this
skulls.
with me? And he said yes.
Amazing.
So
Amazing.
by the time my hands were up here, we were completely inside of a whirlwind. We were in it.
Wow.
And when the prayer was done, all of a sudden that whirlwind that we were inside of lifted, and the two of us watched it go up into
Heteronormative
heaven and
skulls.
disappear, and then we fell. We fell to the earth. I thought these were going to go. They didn't go. They were left behind.
Wow.
I thought they were going to be gone. But we fell, and when I woke up, and when Magnus woke up,
They
we
got
still
a
had them.
tornado of dirt.
And he looked at me, and he said, Susan, can
Thrown
I
into
call
the
my
air.
father? He was from Norway. Susan, can I call my father? And I said, yes, Magnus. So we managed to get ourselves up, and I drove him down to my place, and he called Norway. He called his dad. Yeah. and
Incredible.
I could hear him on the phone. He says, Dad, I want to tell you I'm not coming home. And his father on the end of the line says, Magnus, come home. He says, what do you mean you're not coming
Dad, I'm
home?
leaving you.
And he says, Dad, I have to build a new world. And his father says, Magnus, come home and build the porch. And the last I ever saw Magnus, that was in August of 2004.
That's
he
my
was
laugh.
on his way to India, and I've never seen him again. I don't know, have no idea
Wow.
what Magnus is doing.
Wow.
But I'm sure he's doing something very spectacular.
Yeah.
How amazing is this story?
There they are.
Wow, everybody. So that's what I really wanted to show you today. Christ on a fucking cracker, man. I mean, fuck. Isn't that amazing? So what have we learned today, everybody? We've learned that the valve is missing, and we need to find him. We're gonna send somebody to Mount Shasta to take a look because of our new friend K-Stone, okay? Sorry, I just love this picture of the valve. I think it's funny. It's the perfect moment, that liquid coming down his mouth. We have learned that
Skulls can fuck. You can get a male skull and you can get a female skull, and they can fuck, and they can get very hot. Too hot to touch, okay?
we have learned that vegans eat dirt and drink creek water. We've learned that you could come on horse shit. Try saying that with a straight face. I'm gonna do it. You can come on horse shit and it will benefit your garden. We've also learned that Frog Man has a dump truck ass. Yeah, there's no moral to that. You can come on horse shit, okay? And the Frog Man of Loveland, Ohio has a dump truck ass. All right, everybody? We also learned that there are so many April birthdays here. We're just gonna, all of April is just gonna have to be birthday month for all of us. Let's celebrate all April, okay? Let's celebrate all April.
if you pals don't know, we have a Patreon. Also, let me just say, we have over 50 patrons now. We have like 52 patrons, I think. That's fucking insane. That's crazy. That is nuts. Wow, thank you for being patrons, all of you. I never thought that would happen. I mean, that's a lot. It's a lot of patrons. So, yeah. We're gonna have a tribe party all April. Frogmen are invited with their Hitachis. We're gonna fuck like two little skulls. Anyway, patreon.com/holdspaceformytribe. Give me about 10 minutes, and that's right, I'm jumping on Patreon, and we're gonna do this a little more. We're just gonna have a hang with the patrons. So, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and let's do a little dance before we go, huh? Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Yes. Thanks, everybody. Yeah. All right, everybody. I love you all. Oh no. This is gonna be a big drop.
All right, everybody. Hey, I love you all. I love you all. Okay, I'll see you patrons in the patron zone. Oh.